Hi everybody, welcome to chapter 9. Now at the end of chapter 8 I had a couple duplicated invoices. I had one for $300, I don't know how I duplicated it, and one for $90 to conference calls. So I had two of the same invoice numbers. I just had to go in and delete that. But as we move on to chapter 9, we're dealing with February. We're going to look at some new items regarding continuing on with billing. So you'll start your QuickBooks and you'll go and make sure that if you go to the dashboard, make sure your invoices unpaid will show 1616 unpaid, and you'll make sure when you go into invoices, you'll see due dates that the customers are going to be paying you. And then as you look in the cash flow section, you'll see open invoices of $1,615.87. Here is where I knew I had, here is where if you look at your customer balance detail, you'll see the various items and due dates for various customers here. And then unpaid bills, this is where I had an issue. If you look at your unpaid bills, if you go to reports and you look at unpaid bills, I had a couple things that were doubled. So I just went in and cleaned it up. But you should match the unpaid bills here. Oh, it says $3,500. What have I done wrong? 180, 750, Cloud Z channel. I've got that in here twice too. So I think if I get rid of this Cloud Z channel, I should be fine. And I can tell you right now, this is probably the invoice I have duplicated in here twice. So I'll clean that one up. Bill CZ132. Let me just find my banking invoice. Bills CZ132. Unpaid. Yep, I know this is it. I screwed those all up. I'm just deleting that one also. And then I should end up being fine with my unpaid bills. Let me go back here. Reports, unpaid bills, and I'm going to balance then with the $3,500 here. So just make sure you're in line. If you're not, go and look and see where you could be off. So the trial balance as of January 31st should be at $85,500. Trial balance as of January 31st. $85,505.05. So just scroll down, make sure your numbers match up. If they don't, locate where it's off, and then go and look at what transaction could have been duplicated or not entered correctly so you can fix that. So as we're moving on here, we have February source documents. We have a reference of credit card receipts. The bank sent verification of credit card receipts in the amount of $4,100. $137.90. So we're going to refer to the sales receipts on the next 3 pages for the products sold and the credit cards used. So as we look here, we've got American Express of $1538.45, our MasterCard of $12.20, and a Visa of $13.79. Now we did this exact same type of transactions in the previous chapter. We're just going to input these customer receipts again. So this sales receipt is dated February 2nd, and it's receipt 1046. So I'm going to go over here to new sales receipt. I'm going to show credit card sale. I'm just going to show crash sale. I think I should be saying credit card. And this is, again, February 2nd. February 2nd, 2024. And this is for 15 data storage and 1 computer. So we'll go down here and show data storage 15, and then we'll also show 1 computer, and we should have a total here of $1538.45, which we do. So we will make sure I have that right. Our next one will be a sales receipt. This date is also February 2nd. So we'll have February 2nd, cash sales, and this will be network product 7 and 2 web servers. Network product 7 and then we have 2 web servers. And here we should have a balance of $1,220.15, which we do. Then, as we move on, we've got, another sales receipt on February 2nd. For 1 computer and 6 network products. Excuse me, wrong one. New sales receipt, February 2nd. 1 computer, 6 network products. One computer, and then we have 6 network products for a total of $13.79.30, which we're good there. Okay. Now, the next one we show here is a transaction register of various checks. So you can see the various checks that we wrote, starting with 1085 for office suppliers. So we're going to go to New, Check. Hopefully our check comes up with 1085. And this is on February 5th to office suppliers. February 5th. And this is to office suppliers. And this is in the amount of $91.20. Okay. Then we've got a new check. This check is also February 5th for Moss Advertising for $150. So Moss Advertising, and this will be for $150. Save and New. The next check is on February 5th, Western Telephone, $76.19. Western Telephone, $76.19. Next is Cellular Service for $82.13. Good. Next, we have Journal of Accounting on February 6th for $75. Journal of Accounting on February 6th for $75. Next, we have SPR Gas for $195.89. Let's see what happened to that check. Error loading transaction. Check. Something's not quite right. Okay. Let's go back to expenses. Oh, banking. Okay. I can go to Dashboard, Business Overview, go in here to Banking, and that should have been SPR Gas, check 1090. So what happened there? Should have had one for Journal of Accountancy. That was check 1089. I don't see that one either. So let me check. There's Journal of Accountancy. I see that right there. But I don't see the next check. So we're going to just New Check. And we're going to SPR Gas. And this was February 6th. And this bill was for $195.89. $195.89. Check 1090. And we're good. Next one, we have ATM, February 7th for Village Restaurant. ATM, Village Restaurant. This is an ATM. And this amount we have for $55.22. Next, we've got a check to Vince Bartell, check 1091 on February 7th for $150. February 7th, Vince Bartell, for $150. Then we have our deliveries, check 1092, our deliveries, check 1092 on February 7th for $95.97. $95.97. And then we have on check 1093, here it says we have a loan payable was recorded as a transfer of funds. Add the payee, First Trust Bank, as the vendor. So check 1093 is going to be First Trust Bank as the vendor, and we've got for $5,150. We'll allot $5,000 to the loan, $150 to interest expense. So we'll have for this amount for loan payable, $5,000, and for the interest expense, I guess it's called interest paid, of $150, and we're good there. Okay, so we have written those checks. Now we're going to look here. How can I check that the date and year used for entering transactions are correct? To display recent transactions, click the hourglass. The search page appears. Recent transactions are listed. Check the dates and year. To see more transactions, we can view more. Make sure when we go to the dashboard, the checking account shows a balance of $46,991.50. So we'll go back here, go to our dashboard, and we want to make sure our balance shows the $46,991.50. Okay? Now, as we continue on, we have a bill, CZ 403, for $1,000. So this is to Cloud Z Channel on February 7th. So we'll go in here, New Bill, Cloud Z, Cloud Z Channel. I believe it said February 7th. And this is bill CZ 403. Okay. And this bill shows 5 web servers purchased. for $1,000. Then we have a sales invoice to eBiz, and this is dated February 7th, invoice number 1049. So we'll go back here, new sales invoice, $10.49. This is for eBiz. And it shows February 7th, 6 data storage. So we scroll down, data storage. We have 6. 6 data storage. And there is no sales tax on that one. Then we have AS401 to Ample Store. This will be a bill, Ample Store AS401. So I'm going to get out of an invoice and show a bill. This is AS401. And this is dated February 9th for 20 data storage. February 9th for 20 data storage. Ample Store. For $300. Okay. Well, Ample Store, February 9th, 20 data storage. Okay. Let's see what's after that. Then we have some payments we made. So we wrote some checks here. Here we see check 1094 was written to Ample Store, AS352, all on February 15th. So we wrote a check. Check 1094 on February 15th to Ample Store. And this was bill AS352. So we will pay the bill. AS352. We made that payment, AS352. for $180. Then we paid anytime deployment, and we paid bill ATD 510 for $500. Then we paid Cloud Z Channel CZ333, Cloud Z Channel, and this was the CZ333 for $800. And then conference call 246CC for $270. And we're good there. Now, after that, this just shows the remittance slips that we will send with the checks. We show a bill from conference call on February 18th. February 18th, a bill, conference call, and this bill number is 275CC. And it shows here we purchased 3 webinars for $135. Webinars, 3 for $135. Next, we have a sales invoice written to the law offices of William on February 18th. So we'll go back here. Oh, come on. We have a sales invoice. February 18th. And this is invoice 1050. And this was for 6 network products. Ah! Six network products. And we can save that one. Okay, then as we move down, we have another sales invoice to Permanente Medical Services on February 18th for 3 webinars. So February 18th, we'll have Permanente. And this is for 3 webinars, and we include sales tax. Webinars 3. And sales tax will pop up here. Okay. Next, we have a bill, AS423, to Ample Store on February 20th. So we'll go to Bill, February 20th. This is Ample Store. And we've got AS423 for 12 data storage. And this is for data storage 12. And we should have a total here of $180. Then we have a sales invoice to WebPro on February 20th. WebPro. Yeah, there we go, WebPro, February 20th. This would be invoice 1052, One Web Server. One Web Server. One Web Server, and there will be sales tax associated with this invoice for $24.40. We've got another memo, so let me close this out, save and close. Now we have on February 20th, we received customer payments. So we received a payment from eBiz, invoice 1040, $180, customer check 10321. So we'll go here and we'll show new, receive payment. And this was on February 20th. eBiz, invoice 1040, customer, eBiz, invoice 1040 for $180. Okay, so we received that one for $180. We then received an invoice, or a payment, I should say, from the law offices of Williamson, Gallagher, and Katz, invoice 1041. Now, I should have gone back and put the customer check number in there. I didn't. I should have done that. Received payment, invoice 1041. So, payment method was check. And this was the law offices, and the reference number 5730. And this is check 1041. We received payment. We also received payment from Permanente, invoice 1042. Permanente, Invoice 1042. This was a check. And the check number was $15.88. Next one, received payment from Springfield, invoice 1044. Springfield, invoice 1044. This was a check, and the check number was 9213. Then we have invoice or payment from WebPro, invoice 1043. WebPro, invoice 1043, and this was check number 802. Okay, and we can close that. Next, we have a bill from Computers to You, and this bill is dated February 25th. Bill, February 25th. Computers to You. And this was 4 computers, 492C2U. 492C2U. Four computers, $500 each. Okay. Next, we have a bill, Anytime Deployment. This is dated February 25th. February 25th, and this is bill number ATD 645. And this one is for 10 network products. 10, and we'll close that one out. Next, we have a sales invoice, Unified School Districts, Springfield, February 25th. Invoice. School District. Invoice 1053. One web server, including sales tax. And we will have our sales tax in there. We have another sales receipt. Cash sales, February 25th. So I go to cash sales or sales receipt. Cash sales, February 25th. And this is for one computer. We'll have sales tax in here for a total of $1,061. Where did I mess up here? There we go. Next, we have the bank sent verification of some credit card receipts. So here, we have here on February 27th. So we'll do a receipt. Cash sales, February 27th. And this is 5 data storage and 2 computers. 5 data storage, 2 computers. And this was American Express credit card. Next one, we have a sales receipt, February 27th, for 3 network products. Network products, 3 of them. $159.15. Next, we have February 27th. We've got 5 data storage. We've got 2 network products. Oops. 2 network products. And then we have 2 webinars. And then we will include sales tax there. $456.23. Okay, now we've got another one. Oh, showing some payments. Okay, so now we show some payments. Anytime deployment. Anytime deployment. This is check 1098. ADT 592 is the one we're paying. Then the next payment is computers to you, bill 422. Bill 422. This was in the amount of $1,500. And we're good there. Now, you see these 2 remittances will go along with the check. We've got a bill for conference call, bill 385cc on February 27th. Conference call. $385 CC. And this is for 6 webinars. Six webinars. Okay. So that's the extent there. Now we can create a journal, February 1st through February 27th. So we'll go and report, create a journal. February 1st, 2024 to February 27th, 2024. And here we should see the various transactions. So if I see it correctly, we have totals here for sales receipts, credit card sales. So we should have, can't read that very well, $22.63, $17.95, and $2,029. Okay, I've got something in here. I think those were the 3 I deleted. 1089, 1085, let's see. Okie doke. So as you move on here, they're going to ask you some various questions. You'll check your figures. Okay. And you will then make sure the checking account balance is $49,064.90. You can look right there in Business Overview. And we're going to then reconcile the February bank statement. Okay? And then you're going to create these various journals and make sure your figures balance. So that's it for this chapter.